Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. And I'm going to be honest with you. Today's video is going to be about Amberlynn Reed, but I got a few messages of people wanting me to react to Adam McIntyre's newest video where he exposed Sloan Hooks as well as Alexa Nikolas and allegedly Ethan Klein. There's a whole bunch of stuff that went on in this story that I really don't know the background on. But what I do know the background on very well is what Adam was talking about when it came to Sloan Hooks. Now, you guys know in the past I've made a video or two about him and my experience with him. I'm not going to really get into that. But what I will do is react to what Adam said in his video today and let you know what I know about the situation, because the truth is the truth. But before we jump into that, here is a word from today's sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. Imagine this. Suddenly you're in a life-altering car crash and your world is turned upside down. You're dealing with medical bills, lost wages, and pain, while insurance companies lowball you and offer you pennies for your suffering. You try to fight back, but you're up against corporate legal teams with deep pockets. And that's where today's sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, with over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states. Here are some things to consider. Morgan & Morgan recovered $12 million in Florida, stated to be 34 times what the insurance offered, and in Philadelphia secured $26 million, which is said to be 40 times the insurance best offer. And for those seriously hurt, they suggest injuries could be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan has modernized the injury law process. You can submit a claim, communicate with the legal team, all from your smartphone. And the fee is absolutely free unless you win. They've recovered over $20 billion for clients. All law firms are not the same. They're the biggest because they win a lot. The process to sign up is very simple. You sign up and Morgan & Morgan takes it from there. Their attorneys equipped with experience and technology will fight for your rights if you become their client so you can focus on recovery. And they offer support with their team, all accessible right at your fingertips. For those of you that have been hurt, you can visit forthepeople.com/Dustin for more information. Because when you're hurt, remember Morgan & Morgan is for the people. And I don't want to mince anyone's words, so I'm just going to let Adam explain what's going on since I don't know everything, and I'll just react where I know what I can say and what I can't, if that makes sense. So we'll learn about all this stuff together.
I appreciate you all being here, and I know a lot of you are aware, but Alexa Nikolas has filed a lawsuit against Kat Tambarge, and in that lawsuit, it heavily features me, and I want to talk about it because there are some crazy things in there. There are some crazy things in there. And let's not waste any more time, and let's just get right into it, okay? So, first and foremost, let's talk about the fact that Alexa has filed in New York City, I think, and the news just dropped, and she made her live stream about it and her video about it.
And I want to say I do not know a lot about Alexa. The only things I really know about her is that she used to argue with Kat and that she used to argue with Adam. And really the only reason I know that is because I was friends with Paige.
And it all happened last night. And I kind of let everything play out. And then I just wanted to, kind of gather my thoughts. But even before that, I noticed some things that were absolutely insane that we have to talk about. And of course, Ethan Klein has gotten involved, obviously. So let's start from that, shall we?
And for context, for you guys that may not know what's going on, I believe that in the past, maybe Ethan had her on the podcast. I think that's the thing that happened. And I know that Sloan did as well, because she was a big part of the movement of exposing Dan Schneider. You guys know I also made a lot of videos on that as well because I was into that story. And I believe that she was one of the whistleblowers or one of the people that was on the set that witnessed things. I'm not entirely sure. I definitely know that she was a Nickelodeon kid.
Ethan Klein posted on his Instagram. Now, I just want to also preface that Ethan posted this a day after I posted a video called Ethan Lawsuit Klein, where I literally made a video about how Ethan Klein loves a lawsuit, which is really interesting. So Ethan posted a screenshot from the opening of the lawsuit and said, Kat Tambarge is fucked. This lawsuit from Alexa Nikolas against her for defamation is extremely damning. Heinous behavior that represents her and her friends. Adam McIntyre, and he spelt my surname wrong, which is really funny considering how much he has talked about me on his Instagram story and also in general, comes up a lot. It sounds like another lawsuit might be coming his way, too.
Okay, now I don't want to interrupt too much, but I also want to let you guys know that Kat Timbarge was also really big in the beauty community. If you followed, I think it was like 2018, 2019, 2020, somewhere around in there, she wrote like a whole bunch of different articles, and one of those articles went very viral. It was about Jeffree Star and him allegedly paying someone off for some allegations that were out there about him. I don't really know the validity of that, but I know that it was a huge story back in the day. That article is still up, and she was very well known around the time that Here for the Tea was very popular. She was also friends with her, I believe, at one point in time.
So Ethan is now insinuating that there's a lawsuit coming my way. So he posts the opening page, Alexa Nikolas versus Kat Tembarge, okay? And he goes on to post a page from the lawsuit, which is insane. And we just got to be a part of this together to realize that this is a actual legal filing. Ethan posted this with zero context, and he has not added anything to it. He literally has just posted. So let's read a section from it. It says, Tenbarge provided McIntyre alcohol when he was only 16 when McIntyre visited the United States. Now, in a legal document, Alexa and her lawyer have put down Tenbarge provided McIntyre alcohol when he was only 16 years old when McIntyre visited the United States.
And I know for a fact myself that that is unequivocally untrue. That did not happen. That is not a thing that transpired. That never happened. Now, something similar to that did happen, but Adam was not 16. He was not.
Now, actually, is my mom in the chat? Is my mom in the chat? Is my mom in the chat? She's normally in the chat. Anyone see her? Hold on. I wonder if I could. I know she just got out of a hair appointment. Hold on. This is actually so serious that. Hold on. Let's bamboozle her. I don't even know if she'll answer. Can you hear that? She's not here. Okay. She might not even answer. Hello. Hi. Okay, really quick question. Don't ask any questions. What age was I when I went to LA for the first time? 18, okay. So...
Why? Why you asking that?
Okay, so Alexa has filed the lawsuit against Kat, and in it, it says, Kat Tembarge provided McIntyre alcohol when he was only 16 years old when McIntyre visited the United States. Okay, so just to confirm, I was not ever in America at 16 years old, right?
Your first time in America, you were 18.
18 years old. So, factually, there is a lie in this lawsuit, okay? Sorry, also, yeah, I'm currently live. But anyway, this works. So, confirmed, I was not 16 when I was in America. I was actually 18. So there is a lie in the lawsuit, okay?
This could have been so easily fact checked. There's like whole forums on Reddit dedicated to the whole Free Britney thing and how Adam was there and how Sloan was there and how BJ Investigates was there. And there were a few other creators that were all friends that were there as well. And at that time, we all know that Adam was 18 years old. He wasn't 16. He was under legal drinking age, but he definitely wasn't 16.
You were 18, yeah.
18. Okay, let's take it a step further. I don't know if you remember because this was years ago. It wasn't Kat, but who was the person who gave me, and this is going to cause some problems, but
I remember.
okay, this is going to cause some problems. Who was the person who gave me their fake ID so that I was able to drink underage in America?
Yeah, I remember this.
We can Sloan.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. I'm live if you want to join the comments.
And I just want to point out before we get into this explanation that I know that Adam's going to give, I have not seen this, that I find it very weird that Sloan gets on the internet and calls people creepy and weird and all that while he's technically allowing someone to drink underage. And this has been talked about behind the scenes for a very, very long time amongst numerous people, amongst a lot of people. I'm telling you, like, this is very well known behind the scenes that this took place. So I know that there's a lot of people out there clutching their pearls, but my main thing with Sloan and his whole gig on the internet is, like, he's out here calling people predators, calling people weird, and I think he's probably even in the past called people out for allowing minors or people under the age of 21 to drink. And we now have him allowing someone under the age of 21 to use a fake ID. That's just a wee bit problematic.
So number one, there is an official lie in Alexa Nikolas's filing completely. Alexa Nikolas, in her filing, is accusing Kat Tembarge of a crime that she did not commit in the hands of lying about me. Now, this is crazy. This is easily disproven, and Ethan Klein has posted this on his social media. He has posted this on his social media. Now, one quick Google search will tell you that my birthday was September 30th, 2002, and I'm 22 years old. Literally, all you have to do is write in my name, okay? I was never, ever in America, ever at 16 years old. For the reference, Alexa Nikolas has factually incorrect information in her lawsuit against me and Kat, and if anything, is accusing of a criminal activity. Now, what's even crazier about that point, okay, is I've said this online in streams, but yes, we are going to take it to that point. It was Sloan, the YouTuber, who gave me his fake ID so that I was able to go to the Free Britney after parties that were happening. Yes, Sloan. Never Kat Tembarge, mind you. But Kat has taken the fall all of these years, and I've had enough. I've had enough. I've truly had enough of Kat Tembarge having to deal with the fall of other people's actions.
Now imagine how Adam must feel in this situation, because his best friend is Kat Tembarge. They're like legitimately best friends. Like I said, they travel the world, they do things together, they're constantly talking. They're like this close, okay? So for years, Adam has watched his very best friend get dragged through the mud and accused of something that did not happen. Now, Adam has to take some accountability in here, and I'm sure that he does because he's good at that. But we also have to acknowledge that Adam is from a country where I think you can drink if you can see over the bar there. I think that at 14 you can drink over in Ireland. So our US laws are a little bit different, and he's not accustomed to that. Now, I'm not saying that that makes it okay what Sloan did, because it's not okay at all. That's how I'm looking at this. That's the lens that I'm viewing this through. It just looks very, 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 very bad.
Now, what's even crazier is not only was it because of Sloan that I was able to have this fake ID. This is from the trip. This is from the trip that Alexa is, I guess, trying to reference. But I was only ever in LA in 2021, whenever I was 18 years old. I was never, ever in America at 16 years old, okay? Sloan gave me his fake ID. But you know what is incredibly, incredibly damning to me? Sloan and Alexa are good friends. Alexa Nikolas is filing. She is accusing Kat Tembarge of a crime that in actuality, her friend was the one that gave me the fake ID. I used Sloan's fake ID whenever I was in LA in 2021. Sloan gave that to me so I could get in because he said we looked alike.
That's just really offensive. Do not internalize that.
Friend. Alexa Nikolas is the one who filed this incorrect, this is accusing Kat of a crime, mind you, in a defamation suit at the hands of me, at an incorrect, completely incorrect statement. Completely incorrect statement. It is a flat-out lie, easily proven lie, mind you. That's what's jarring.
You can just tell how pissed off he is, and I would be too. For you to have to sit there and not be able to defend your best friend when you see her getting dragged on Reddit, dragged on Twitter, and I'm talking, you guys, this goes back years. This goes back years. I remember at one point in time, you could get on Twitter and Kat Tembarge would be tagged in all kinds of things with all kinds of allegations that allegedly happened on this trip, on this Free Britney movement thing. So I totally understand why he's pissed, but I just wanted to point out, you can basically see it in his face. He's mad as fuck, and I would be too.
is an easily proven lie in this defamation suit against Kat Tembarge. Okay? So, just want to clarify as well that when we go back, Ethan Klein is posting on his social media that Kat was responsible for giving Adam alcohol when he was 16 in the United States. That is a flat-out, easily proven lie. That's a flat-out, easily proven lie. And Ethan Klein posting this is malicious. Alexa Nikolas putting this in the lawsuit on behalf of her and also her legal representation is malicious. 1,000%. And first and foremost, I just want to, I wanted to kind of get into that before my mom opened or started watching the stream, because I just wanted to hit you with what we all know behind the scenes, okay? And again, can't stress enough that Alexa and Sloan are friends, and she is accusing Kat of...
Which is very shady in and of itself. Like, you couldn't just go to your friend and be like, hey, I'm going to sue Adam, because you know that there had to be a conversation there because she's been on his podcast several times. And I think that Sloan makes it a point to let people know that he hangs out with her because he can get some clout off of that if she has any at all left, because I don't think she's very well liked anymore. Honestly, this is one of those things that we all talked about behind the scenes for years that we knew was eventually going to come out. And here it is, girl.
In actuality, it was her friend who gave me a fake ID so I could get into these places. So anyways, let's take it back a second, okay? Because I'm getting ahead of myself here. But as you can imagine, it has been a very, very, very frustrating past 24 hours, okay? So the reason for this Alexa Nikolas filing, and it's focusing on defamation against Kat Tembarge, is because, and it all boils down to live chat comments that Alexa Nikolas, or that Kat Tembarge made on an Alexa Nikolas YouTube stream about Drake Bell's underage victim as to whether the documents were sealed or unsealed, okay? That is what the lawsuit is coming down to, because Alexa is talking about Kat reporting for an article about Alexa. Now, this article never came out. This article never came out, okay? This never came out. This article never came out. And what's really damning to me is that this lawsuit is saying that there is defamation going on from Kat to Alexa because Kat was essentially doing these YouTube live comments when Ethan Klein is posting on his Instagram story with a much bigger platform about Kat Tembarge committing a crime, which is a flat-out crime that she never committed. So in actuality, I have to argue, who is being defamed here? Who is being defamed here? Okay? Now, really quickly, I really want to bring your attention to one thing and one thing only. I saw this on the Leftovers H3 Reddit, okay? Jury demand. Plaintiff Alexa Nikolas demands trial by jury for all issues of fact and damages. Rom Bar Nissim. Does that ring a bell to anyone? Rom Bar Nissim. For this Alexa Nikolas case, does that ring a bell to anyone? Does it? If it doesn't, let me remind you. Alexa Nikolas herself tweeted June 28th of this year, Rom Bar Nissim, aka Ethan Klein's lawyer, is my lawyer too. Let me contain myself.
I'm just going to say it. This is my opinion. This is totally my opinion. This may not have happened, but it may have happened. I don't know. That's why it's an opinion. This whole situation, in my opinion, it feels contrived. Like, this feels like somebody trying to get back at somebody. That's just my snap judgment. Like I said, I don't know a lot of the back and forth. To be honest, I don't know probably a third of what's happened between all of these people. What I do know is the bit about Sloan Hooks. And what I do know is that Kat Tembarge did not, absolutely, unequivocally did not provide alcohol to Adam on that trip. That is not something that happened. And I do know that that being put in this lawsuit is a lie.
Rom Bar Nissim, aka Ethan Klein's lawyer, is my lawyer too. Been my lawyer for years. He's an ethical and incredible lawyer. The people he is naming as defendants in this lawsuit, an unrelated one, are IMO malicious trolls. The lawsuit is not without merit. The facts are clear and recorded. Alexa Nikolas's lawsuit against Kat Tambarge, Ram Bar Nissim. Who is Ethan Klein's lawyer per Alexa herself? Ram Bar Nissim. And Ethan Klein is actively posting, number one, Alexa's lawsuit, but number two, he is posting flat out easily provable lies that are defamatory against me and Kat Tambarge. Okay? He is posting these to a bigger platform than what Kat ever had. Okay? 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 And this is a fact that Ethan is clinging on to a lot. He's clinging on to a lot when this is something that is not we've just proven it wrong. We've proven it wrong. Okay? We have absolutely proven it wrong. No, there's some things I really want to get to, okay?
And
so we have here, I mean, I was just literally a quick search as to Ethan Klein's lawyer. You will see this person, Rom, reaching out on Ethan's behalf for the copyright infringement. So the person that we're seeing attached to this Alexa lawsuit is also Ethan's lawyer. Ethan is literally posting about Alexa's lawsuit and is posting things like this. Hold on, let me do this really quickly. Oh, it didn't send to my computer. But Ethan posted on his Instagram story the following. Let me read it out to you. So like I said, Kat Tambarge is fucked. This lawsuit from Alexa Nikolas against her for defamation is extremely damning. Heinous behavior that represents her and her friends. Adam McIntyre comes up a lot, which I do. I come up, for someone who's not, like, she's not suing me in this, I come up a heck of a ton. It sounds like another lawsuit might be coming his way too. He goes on to write, I don't know how to share the whole thing, but I'm sure it will pop up soon. Kat Tambarge is an evil, mean-spirited, terrible person. It is actually sickening and shocking what she did to Alexa. That is what Ethan posted on his story about this Alexa Nikolas lawsuit that he is now promoting when we are now seeing this person, Rom, the same lawyer, come up in both.
And this is all because Kat Tambarge sent some comments in a stream that people saw about an article that wasn't even released. If you're bothered by that, maybe the internet is not the best place for you. Maybe you need to like wrap yourself in bubble wrap and not go outside. Like that's mild. And I get it. You've probably got some nasty, hateful comments. I'm not dispelling that at all. But to file a lawsuit about an article that didn't even see the light of day because you got some comments, that's a little extreme, if you ask me. That's my opinion.
Which is exactly what I would have anticipated happened here. Exactly what I would have anticipated happened here. So aside from the fact that there are blatant, provable lies written in legal documents, which, mind you, by the way, I was talking earlier, the fact that there are already easily proven lies in this, there are so many things that can happen from this. I mean, we have, we can have struck pleadings. If there are lies involved, case dismissals, if there are proven lies in the case, which this was a quick Google search, honestly. Also, we have sanctions that can be, honestly, and also I have to wonder what the representation with the lawyer or attorney responsibility is. If Alexa's lawyer knew that this was a lie and still filed it, what does that mean about him filing this? But if Alexa lied to him, what does that mean if Alexa's lying to him as well and he's filing it? Okay? Now, I just also want to stress as well that Alexa and Ethan specifically are honing in on this really weird narrative that Kat Tambarge has an inappropriate relationship with me, which is crazy because we are both adults, okay? We know it because we know that me and Kat are both adults. We're aware of that, okay? I have to think about it because my main issue with Alexa Nikolas since day one.
Okay, that's just weird. They're best friends. It's not like they're boyfriend and girlfriend. They're not courting one another. They're not going on dates. They're not sleeping with one another. Like, that is a weird thing for a grown man and a grown woman to worry about another grown man and another grown woman. Adam's what, 22 years old? He said it in the beginning of this video. Kat is what, maybe a few years older than him. Why do you give a fuck? Sounds like you're putting a lot of time in the wrong places. But again, that's just my opinion because you guys like to get litigious.
Is that, and this is, again, separate us. Separate me from what Kat says. Because I'm my own person. I am not a journalist. I am someone who commentates here on YouTube about public figures like you are, Alexa. Alexa, I've said it from day one. I think you are performative. I think your advocacy is performative. And you know why? Because you had the audacity to cover the Colleen Ballinger story with me. And then when you're trying to take someone else down, you are literally in legal filings trying to, in my opinion, reciprocate the relationship of inappropriate dynamics between me and Colleen Ballinger to me and Kat Tembarge.
Okay, so I had to stop this here because I need a thumbnail. Because he's like really giving it to her ass, so you guys are just gonna have to bear with me.
In my opinion, Alexa, it seems that you've replaced Colleen Ballinger with Kat Tembarge and you've kept me the same. How dare you?
Oh, that's it. That's it. We're taking a thumbnail. Oh, he ate her the fuck up too.
Have this eat predators, advocacy for survivors, as you will say, but you are trying to victimize me. You're trying to, in legal documents, make me a victim of Kat Tembarge. How dare you? How dare you, Alexa? And Ethan Klein, someone who H3 was at their peak when they were talking about the Colleen thing as well. How dare you as well? How dare you as well feed into this narrative that is completely fabricated, completely wrong, and completely defamatory to Kat Tembarge and defamatory towards me. That is defamatory, Alexa. That is defamatory. Trying to victimize someone who does not want it, that is defamatory, Alexa. And heck, I'm not even touching here what you're saying about Kat in this lawsuit because you've said a heck of enough about me. Now, continuing on. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Trust, we're not done yet. Loading up my notes. When we continue, right, with this lawsuit, I come up again here. And Ethan has posted this. Ethan is posting pages of this lawsuit. And you know what's crazy? The pages that Ethan are posting are the pages about me. And again, we're seeing a shared lawyer here. We have Alexa posting that her and Ethan are sharing a lawyer. And the pages that Ethan is posting from this lawsuit are the pages that involve me.
So, you know how I said a minute ago it seemed like this was contrived? I mean, in my opinion, it definitely seems that way because why are these two people setting up and comparing notes this way? And why is Ethan getting on the internet and posting it? You know what I mean? Normally, if you're going to sue somebody for defamation, you don't allow someone that you're mutuals or friends with to get on the internet and start antagonizing the people that you're suing. That just really doesn't make a lot of good sense. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in the wrong and you're telling lies in the lawsuit that you're filing. Do any of these people use their fucking brains?
Here we see them posting videos that were made of Alexa. Here we go. We see my videos. And you know what my favorite thing is about them including this? Let's go through the videos. Addressing Alexa Nikolas' live stream. Okay? Addressing her live stream. Responding to it. Alexa Nikolas is her own problem, not us. Responding to what she was putting out there. Alexa Nikolas is back and angry at me. Responding to Alexa, angry about me. Alexa Nikolas posted personal police documents. And you know what my favorite thing about this is? I posted a follow-up video to this where I, in detail, said, Alexa, if these, and this was after she said that they were unsealed, I fully apologized to her and I said, if that is true, and where's that? Where is that? Where is that? And then they've posted, I guess, Ofi Doki and other people's videos as well, but my one's at the top. And Ethan Klein is only posting that. Ethan Klein is focusing. He is focusing on posting the legal documents that have to do with me. They share a lawyer. We're seeing him here. Ram Bar Nissim. Again, we have Alexa. He's Ethan Klein's lawyer. He's my lawyer too. Ethan is now platforming this lawsuit, but honing in on me and my involvement and saying there's a lawsuit coming my way as well. Now, I don't think I can make this any clearer, guys. I truly do not think I can make this any clearer. You know exactly. It is all out there. It is all out there. You can see exactly what is happening here. You can see exactly what is happening here.
And like I said before, you can actually go back and put Kat Tenbarge's name in Reddit, Google, with Adam McIntyre and Free Britney and even Sloan. And I'm sure that those forums are still there to this very day. This would have been such an easy situation for Alexa to vet, considering that she's friends with Sloan. Like, why didn't she just go to her friend and be like, hey, I'm going to sue Kat Tenbarge. And I know that you've been friends with Adam, and I think you've probably mingled with Kat as well because she was on that trip as well. I'm going to sue these people. Do you know anything about them? Oh, wait. Were you at the Free Britney thing? She could have prevented all of this. So I'm not really understanding how all of this came full circle where she actually exchanged money with an attorney and had them file paperwork on a fucking lie. Because that's a fucking lie. Kat Tenbarge absolutely, and I repeat again, unequivocally did not give Adam alcohol on that trip. What he's saying, I know to be 100% a fact. That fake ID came from Sloan.
In my opinion, this is purely my opinion, it really seems that Ethan Klein is using this lawsuit to try get at me. Because you know that Ethan Klein has been throwing allegations against me for a long time, accusing me of being creepy towards his mother, calling me every name under the sun. He's been waiting for this moment. And in my opinion, it seems that Ethan is using this. It almost seems, in my opinion, that he's basically using Alexa getting at Kat to try get at me with this shared lawyer. And you know what? It won't work. It won't work. Ethan, I literally posted a video yesterday about you doing this. And you doing this to Frogan and to Denims and to Caseytron. Ethan, this is not the first time that you have singled out and targeted me. And furthermore, you, on a bigger platform, have posted inaccurate, completely defamatory statements about me and Kat. Completely. Versus what Kat ever did to Alexa, which is what Alexa is suing Kat for with defamation. Please, guys, let's sit with that for a second. You know exactly what I'm talking about here. You know exactly. And again, I just think that there's something really crazy about the fact that Alexa, is really honing in on me and Kat's dynamic when I've stated over and over again that, Alexa, my problem with you is, in my opinion, your fake advocacy. And I'm seeing it point blank period here with you in your legal document. There is no legal documents. That are trying to make me a victim of Kat Tenbarge. And by the way, they are easily proven wrong with a Google search. Rewriting the narrative. It's insane. And again, just really important to note here that when she says that Tenbarge was giving me alcohol when I was 16 in the States, never in the States at 16. First time was there whenever I was 18. And again, sorry, Sloan, to do this, but it was his fake ID I used. And again, Sloan is one of Alexa, who is filing this paperwork's good friends. It really makes you think. And Ethan Klein is posting and honing in on that point. He's posting and honing in on that point that in legal documentation, there is an easily proven fake. This is accusing of a criminal offense here. This is accusing of a criminal offense that is easily proven wrong in legal documentation. In legal documentation, guys. Legal documentation. Right? Now, my final point I want to bring up here is that trip that is being referenced was in 2021 when I was 18 years old. Now, Ethan, do you remember that this was the trip that you invited me and Kat out to Teddy Fresh? Do you remember that, Ethan? The trip that you now
I totally remember that. I absolutely remember that. I remember tweets about this.
have so much problems with? You invited me and Kat out to Teddy Fresh. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Ethan? Here we are. Remember when you had the queues of people and you let us skip because you were letting us be there? And again, not only that, Ethan, it's very easy to find this.
Because that line is long.
Very easy to find this. When you invited us out to the Teddy Fresh pop-up.
Clothes available. We have little like pop-up
On that trip that you're trying to reference but has been incorrectly referenced.
figurines, which I'll here. Well, I haven't tried before. So it's 100% plant.
It's almost like this could have been avoided with the bare minimum research. But you know what's crazy? You know what's really crazy? This is now in legal documentation. So it's been written. And not only has it been written by Alexa and her lawyer, which is the same lawyer that Ethan has, by the way, but Ethan is now platforming it. Ethan has now platformed it on his platform, which is much bigger than the platform that Alexa is preaching that Kat defamed on, in my opinion. So I just think this could have been avoided with a little bit of research. A little bit of research. A little bit of research. So, honestly, for right now, I'm going to leave it there. For right now, I'm going to leave it there. I think I've made my case. I think I've made my case. I cannot believe that Alexa and her lawyer have this easily proven lies have been put down in a legal document and that Ethan has been posting them. I can't believe it's this obvious. I can't believe it's this obvious. However, I'm going to leave it there for now. And you know what, everyone? Go and support Kat Tembarge. And that's me saying that completely off the cuff of being her friend and completely on, you all know what's going on here. You all know what's going on here. You all know what's going on here. You're seeing it being done to Kat, and you're seeing Ethan try to do it to me. Support Kat in this. This is not the first time Ethan has done something like this to me. I just can't believe he's actually doubling down on incorrect legal filings about me and Kat, by the way. Literally a criminal offense. That's defamatory. Go and support Kat. I'm good. Ethan, stop manic posting late at night. Alexa, research. Research. Look into things. I'm going to leave it there. Guys, I'm going to head off. I wanted to come on here and give you that rundown. And I think I've said all I want to say for right now. So I'm going to love and leave you. And goodbye.
And that is the end of that. But if you know anything about Adam, we'll probably get some updates. And if you know anything about this girl, Alexa, she doesn't like to keep her mouth shut either. But of course, I want to know what you guys think about this situation. I've given my thoughts throughout this whole entire video, so let me know yours in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. And if you have any hypes left, please consider hyping this video. It helps me a whole lot. And since we were talking about lawsuits in this video, leave me the judge emoji in the comment section down below as well. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.